Hi, Sandy here. Today I'm starting a new glue book. It's going to be garden, nature. I get so many pictures of landscaping and trees and flowers and birds and butterflies that I got enough to make a whole book, or at least get started on one. Get pretty far into it. So I've been collecting a lot of stuff in an envelope and a big plastic bag, and I've been pulling a lot of the autumn pictures, and I taped this big bag to the side of the table. I'm dropping those in here because I have so much of that, and I was harvesting some magazines last night. One was a garden magazine, and all that is in here, and I've actually cut down the pictures and everything. They're ready to go. But then there was two more I did, and one of them was like country something, and it was very autumnish, and there was a lot of, indoor and outdoor, of rustic farmhouses and colonial style stuff, and a lot of Halloween decorations. So I thought, and I didn't cut the pictures out yet, but I decided I'm going to use those and make another book for autumn. Autumn, Halloween, Thanksgiving, an autumn book. I've got a Christmas book going. I'm going to work on the Christmas in July. Tomorrow's the 1st of June. This is actually Memorial Day, but anyway, so then I've got this book that I put clippings in. It's dogs, cats, birds, and butterflies. So I've got, and I can include dogs and cats, and butterfly clippings, and birds. I can put these dogs in there, and then I've got this book of flowers, scenery, houses, buildings, and landscaping, and it's full of flowers. Lots and lots of flowers. Got tons of that. So I've kind of divided this stuff by shape. These are larger, that'll fill up a lot of space on a page. These are rectangles of various sizes, horizontal, and then these are some narrower vertical rectangles, and some smaller things, and some things I've cut out, and some words, and I just cut up a fairy book, one of my daughter's children's books that I've had for a while, because fairies, yeah, they live in a garden. Now this one, she kind of creeps me out. She looks like she's fire fairy, like fairy from hell. I don't know about her. Yeah, she's the fairy from hell. I'm sure that it's a children's book. She's not really the fairy from hell. And then I've got a bunch of leaves. And this was in my spring section of my scrapbooking supplies. I got this. I got a bunch of mushrooms and more leaves. I've got some wheelbarrow, and just all kind. And I got 3 pages of these stamps. This was scrapbook paper, and I cut it apart to use as embellishments. And I do not keep my stickers. These are not stickers, but they're like stickers. I don't keep them in their original packaging. I take them out, I cut them apart with the sticker back still on them, and then I organize stuff. So I don't have any stickers. And I got like a wolf and a fox and deer, snails, frog. Those are garden animals. I got raccoons, chipmunk, hedgehog, mice. And then I've got bugs. And now, like I said, this is what I do with my stickers. I take them apart. I got 2 pockets full of flowers and 1 pocket full of butterflies. So this is how I set up. I have this folding table. It's set up in my room most of the time. And then my work table. And behind my work table is a lot of supplies. They're really handy with scrapbook paper and such. So I'm going to mount my camera over the desk. I'll be right back. Okay, now most people who do glue books will use a ready-made book or a spiral notebook, one of the ledgers, ready-made books, and then they will take out some pages because they get too fat when you start gluing stuff in. This is the only book that I have made that's with a real book. And I've done, maybe 25 books so far. But this is the English Garden Diary, 1990. And that's the original inside. But every page was a garden picture, full-size garden picture with writing across the top, and then lines over here where you can write in your diary pages. And I think it was for like 1 week. This is like enough for every week, I think. I tore out some pages because it was too fat, and so each page I filled in this side, and then I put a strip of scrap paper across the top and added some details. I'm not going to show you the entire book, but this is basically, so this is my first garden book, and I'm about to do my second garden book. This is all garden themed, outdoor flowers, birds, etc. So that's my only one I've made with a real book. Now, most of my books, I've done like 21 of these. I do on loose leaf 8.5 by 11 pages, and I cover both sides. This is Victorian. Victorian's one of my favorite subjects. And I bind these myself. Here's some stitches you can see. And then I put the cover on, and this is white duct tape. And if you want to learn how to make these, you just need a few basic tools, clamps, actually large those black binder clips. I don't know what kind of clips they are. Some large clips. Anyway, those work too. But if you want to learn how to do this, go to YouTube and look for Shannon Green and Shannon Green loose page binding or loose leaf binding, and she's got a really nice video that explains it very well how to bind these books. So, and I've done like 21 of these in various subjects and some random. And then I have like 8 or 10 of these, and I filled up 4 or 5 of them. These are pretty vintage. Some of them are newer, like Hallmark used to sell them. Maybe they still do. But this is pretty vintage, and some of these have black pages. And I like filling in these books. These are bigger pages, and you can put a lot of stuff on them. It takes a while to fill them up. I like this size because before I bind the book, I like to scan them onto my computer and have an album. And then I make an album on Facebook to show my friends, and I can share them with my Facebook groups. So that's the kind of stuff I use. And then I chose this binder. This is not a really vintage one, but it's got the flowers on it. I thought that'd be good for the nature theme. And I already made this one. I had an old catalog of Boyd's Bears. And this is a stuffed kitty, and surrounded by the flowers. It says recipe for a happy cat, add flour and mix well. So that's garden theme. And then, excuse me, this is scrapbook paper, April showers, daisies, just gardening words. And I added a strip of scrapbook paper across the top to fill in the space. I have lots of strips of scrapbook paper. A birdhouse, this leaf, and this, and a bunny, and some frogs. And then I did this 2-page layout. The rest are going to be they don't, it's just random. They're all garden, outdoor theme, nature, but it's just, I'm not trying to make a theme. Now, some of these are autumn pages. After I finished this page, then I did that, tore apart that magazine with all the autumn Halloween stuff, and that's when I decided I've got to do a book just for autumn. So, and some things, well, that's not really autumn, but I'll let some autumn things slip in here. It's not a big deal. And then I'm ready to start gluing. I've got a couple of pages set up here. Just ignore the backs of these pages, because that's not what you're going to see. Okay, let's get this glued up. I'm off the camera. Okay, always make sure you get your edges glued down well. Okay, I don't really want people in this book, but I really liked this. I think this is from Reminisce or Good Old Days magazine. And I like the Coke sign and the signs. This picture has a lot of character, and I like it. So I'm using it. Yeah, so I keep a big plastic bag or anything. You can use anything. And then that I use for Christmas. Anything Christmas I come up with, I put it in there. I have a big plastic bag for garden, and now I'm starting a bag for autumn. Somebody made this with the embossing. Is that embossing? With their embossing tools? Here's a deer. That's kind of a winter scene, but that's alright. That's nature, right? And I like, you know, benches in an outdoor setting, and lots of things. I gotta lift this up a little bit because I don't want to cover up my Coca-Cola sign. Yes, there we go. And then I've got this. It's just a leaf. Alright, now I've got a piece of scrapbook paper to fill in this side. I hope you were able to get a good view of that other side. I hope it wasn't hanging off the edge. After I get the whole 2 pages glued together, I'll make sure to show you a good look at it. Okay. These leaves are a bit tropical, but that's okay. Now I could have cut these apart, but I thought, no, I'm just going to leave them together. I gotta order some more glue sticks. I go online to Walmart and I order 3 boxes of 60 at a time, and that's like $35. Maybe the price has gone up. It's been a while, and that lasts me a year or so, more or less. And if you order over $30, you get free shipping. You make me happy with some pots of flowers. Totally awesome. I've got an owl. That's kind of autumnish, but we don't care. I will have to get some owls in there. I'm sure that's not going to be hard. Autumn's in my autumn book. Okay. And I got a couple of fairies. She has like cloud-like wings and like icy clothes, and she has leaves for wings. Okay, I'm going to peek through my lens. I need to find something to fill in this space, maybe a word or something. Okay, you can see everything. Okay, I'm looking for... It says, may flowers line your path and may flowers always line your path and sunshine light your day. When I first read that, I thought it was like for the month of May, but it's not. I'm going to snip this a little bit. Okay. Ugh. I'm tearing off a butterfly. It stuck to the page pretty well. All right. Here's some little flowers. Just want to jazz this up a little bit. I'll put those there. Bugs. Let's get a bug. There's a dragonfly. Perfect. And that's a sticker with a clear backing. I always keep a little dull razor blade handy. Dull. That's good for getting a grip on those. Oh, that's really on there. Come on. trying not to rip off his head. Well, I think it's going to stick to my page pretty well. Okay. Where should I put this? Definitely here. Alright. That's done. Now, it takes me a little while to gather up all the pictures to fit on a page, so I like to do that in advance before I start filming. Let me add something else. I have a lot of these white roses. Had them a while and I never used them. And it's not really going to show up very well on camera, but I can see it's there. Okay, that's done. Now on to the next page. How did I have this laid out? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start with this. This I cut out of a calendar that I've had forever. I used to have a lot of Holly Hobby calendars. And I cut them up and just saved everything that I could salvage. I've used up most of my Holly Hobby pages because I had like 8 of them for over time, from the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. This was in a magazine, and I just thought it was kind of nice to look at. I don't know. I like the shape of it because it'll fill in some spaces. Now this is a garden layout drawing. And I used up another glue stick. Okay. There's a bird, looks more like a sort of a hawk, or a, you know, one of those fighting birds. No, well, not fighting, but you know, a meat-eating bird. Little rustic cabin there. I like this with a watering can in it. I've only been doing glue books maybe about 5 years, and I've made about 25 books, and they take up fill up a full shelf almost of a 3-foot long shelf in my library. So that's, just imagine all the stuff that I have recycled, reused. Sometimes I go to bed at night, not real often, but sometimes I go to bed. I like to read before I go to bed, but sometimes I'll take a glue book to bed with me and flip through it, and it's just so relaxing. And a lot of times I've forgotten that what I've made, you know, and it's like kind of, oh yeah, I made that. Yeah, that's nice. Now this book has off-white pages, and I don't really mind if it peeks through a little bit, but when I do books with black pages, I like to get those pretty much completely covered up. Ooh, hey. This, oh, definitely. This has a vintage lawn chair, and the back has a flowers, like an arch of plants, and then a little path and an old gate, and it's kind of foggy and misty. That's really pretty, but I'm going for the lawn chair. Sometimes it's never this hard. It's rarely this hard to choose a side, but you know, I pull out my magazine pages, and then I flip them and look at both sides and choose. Oh my gosh, this says autumn on it. I gotta get something different, because that's gotta go in my autumn book. Well, this is just some purple flowers. It's a little piece of scrapbook paper. All right. I got a ladybug. I got a lot of ladybugs. I'm going to add a ladybug. Right there. And I need a flower. Here's some roses. Man, I've had this a long time. Put the pink right on the purple. We don't care. Hate to be away from you so much, but that's how I do it. Okay, here's a stamp. Not a real stamp. Cut out from scrapbook paper. And we're going to put that over here at an angle. And I think that'll do it for this page. So now I gotta gather more stuff for the next pages, so see you soon. I got some more pages ready to glue together, so let's get to gluing. Got a field of marigolds and some purple things back there. I'll probably have this book filled up in 2 weeks at the most. Let's see, that goes there, and this goes here. Get it reasonably straight. I think I need to get a bone folder. I've never had one, never tried one. Nicole on Cut Glue Relax, she uses her bone folder all the time to smooth her stuff out. I need to get one. I bet it'd be a good thing to have. Okay, here's a nice landscape with a lady, and she's been kind of faded out, which is perfect because I don't really want people, but that's perfect. Let's see. Put that there. This is a bunny in a flower field with a watering can. Tulips. And this is just a scrap with some flowers on it. It's going to have kind of a white margin. No, yeah, I've got to put a butterfly or something there to fill in the space. And then this is from the cover of a magazine, Country Gardens. And I just harvested that magazine to get some more garden pictures. And that goes here. Let's put it there. Okay. I gotta find something to put on there. Alright, now I've got this. It's a bee on a sunflower. I like to use a lot of, this is pretty much a full page magazine page. It is a full page magazine. I like to use a lot of larger things in these scrapbooks because the pages are more than 8.5 by 11, and this gives me this really fills up a lot of space. Okay. And I've got this cut out of a magazine, just some flowers. Killed another glue stick. And I just ordered 180 plus a new corner rounder. Yeah. Ordered that from Walmart. It should be here around Thursday, I think. Not that I don't need it that soon. But that's alright. Okay, and now I've got this. This is honeycomb with bees. Going for a little bit of a bee theme on this page. It's still mix and match, random, all fitting the garden theme. But this is more bees. Let's see, that's the right side up. I can see by the picture on the back. Okay. Then this is a stained glass window that was on the corner of a magazine page. Overlapping is good. And then I've got this. Be happy. slide this under here a little bit. I don't want to cover up the words. Okay. And, oh, I need to lift this up a little bit. And I got this piece of scrapbook paper. I'm going to fill in some space with that right there. I got tons of scrapbook paper, so might as well use it, right? Okay. And then this says, one morning very early before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. And that goes there. And I've got this fairy. I think I was going to put it over there. Okay, then maybe I'll put this right here. And this is out of camera range. I got a butterfly. I'm going to put that here. And this, I am going to put that right there. Because I got a little bare spot. Okay. And on to the next page. So this is out of a magazine from like 1967. Roses, 29 cents. And then I've got this. And this. And this. It's a deer, moose, elk. That's what it is. It's an elk. That's a butterfly on some orange flowers. I counted the pages in this book, and I think there's 25. So that means I'll do 50 pages. Then I have to photograph the pages to share them, because usually I scan them with my scanner, because I do the 8.5 by 11 pages, and that just works beautifully with my regular basic scanner. But can't scan these pages, especially not when they're in the book. Okay. Sometimes I wonder how really old magazine pages will stand up in these glue books. Maybe, I don't know, because I have a 1937 magazine, and I cut out some laundry ads, and I made a poster of them, just glued them onto the poster, and I hung it up in my laundry room, and it's been up for 5 years at least, maybe 10, quite a while. But 1937, I mean, that's like 80-year-old paper. And I do have a small basic basement window with a curtain on it, so it doesn't get a lot of sunlight. You know, you walk in there, it's not dark. There is some sunlight, but it crumbles a little bit, that old paper. Alright, I need to find something to put there, but not at this moment. Okay, I got this hummingbird. Birds and Blooms magazines. I love that magazine. I don't read it, but I love to cut out the birds and blooms, and boy, I use them. I had my razor blade handy. I was scraping up. That's a dumb place for me to put it. Like, these get stuck on my mat that I glue on. And I gotta get a grip on them with my razor blade. Okay. And I got some pretty blue eggs. I gotta wipe my hands off. Getting sticky. I think I might have to flip my mat over to the other side pretty soon because it's getting sticky. I've had this silly idea. I'm thinking next time I see one of those giant water bottles somewhere, the plastic ones, I'm gonna buy it. It shouldn't cost too much, and then all of my dead glue sticks, just keep dropping them in there. I think about 5 years it'll be completely full of just dead glue sticks. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just put it under my desk like an extra trash can. Save all them glue sticks. I'm weird that way. I am kind of obsessive. But I think that would be looking pretty cool in a craft room that's on display. Nobody else has one. You know what I've been doing at work? Back in July, they said we have to start taking our temperature every morning before we start work because of COVID. And they have this, it's like a large phone on a stand, and you put your face in it and it tells you your temperature, and if it's below 100.4 you get a sticker that says scanned, and you put it on. You have to wear your sticker all day. Well, about the third day in, this was like the mid-July to 2020, third day in, I'm like, I think I'll save these and see how many we use. And wow, I have a stack this high. It's a lot. And then yesterday they said, well, Friday, they said starting today, Tuesday, this is the day after Memorial Day. I'm walking over here looking for something to fill in this space right here. And that was fast. I found something. Anyway, so the day after Memorial Day, we no longer have to take our temperature. So today they took away the thermometers and no more stickers for my collection. And that's including 2 months when I was off work because of a health problem I was having. So from July to June 1st, that's 11 months. Well, no, it's actually 10 months minus 2 months for that I was off. So that's 8 months worth of stickers. Now this, there was something on the corner of this photo. I have to find something. I've got stamps. Bird stamps. Okay, that's easy. Here's a little bird stamp. I'm going to put it right there in the corner. Yeah. Okay. It needs more stuff. And we're gonna grab. Oh. I'm just gonna grab something. Anything. Here we go. Here we go. I got my hand on something. This right here. I'm gonna put right there. I need to set up a little thing of small things to, you know, just layer on here like this. Just add a few final touches. I need to do that. Just have some handy things because I'm good at just grabbing something. Yep, that'll do. Okay. That is done. And moving on to the next page. We've got this cut out of a magazine. It's a painter. She's got her painting stuff and her painting of these roses, and just, I like it. And then we've got scrapbook paper and a bird, woodpecker. It looks like a woodpecker. And this stained glass of a fox. Okay. Okay, I've got to do something here. This is my placemat from Walmart that I've been gluing on this side closest to me. It's getting all sticky, so I'm going to flip it around this way to have a clean edge. I have to clean this fairly often. Okay, let's move this over so you can see. I was probably gluing the whole time off the edge when you couldn't even see it at all. Let me show you what I got done, okay? Yeah. So this was the first page we did. I think you can see that. Yeah, it's centered right under the camera. I think you can see that clearly now, I hope. And then we did this page. I really like that vintage ad. And now onto this page. So now I'm going to glue up this fox stained glass window. And my little piece of scrapbook paper. I hate gluing around these folds because it comes loose on me, but it's sticking pretty good this time. Alright, then we got our woodpecker, if that's what it is. I'm guessing that's what it is because it looks like it's pecking on something. I don't claim to be a bird expert, but I do like birds. Okay. Then we've got, this is a sticker, so I gotta take that off. Just this green theme with brick walkway patio and a very vintage iron fence. Still have another double page to glue after this one. Then I've got this, just a piece of scrapbook paper to fill in here. Whoa. almost put it on upside down. Okay. And I've got this. This is from Tim Holtz. It was in a package of stuff. Die cuts and stuff. Bugs. That's pretty natural. Nature. Then, let's see, I've got another hummingbird. Maybe here. Oh, I gotta put this sticker on. Add a little glue to it because it's an old sticker. Then the hummingbird. Did I glue the wrong side of that? Oh, there's like another woodpecker on this side and a hummingbird on this side. Got me confused there for a second. And then this egg, this is was a 12 by 12 page where you cut the pictures apart and I rounded the corners. I'm big on rounding the corners. Honestly, I don't have a lot of imagination. I just do the same stuff over and over in different ways, and it seems like I do a lot of different things. And here's a kitty cat. There's a cat. Well, the page is already full of stuff. Where are you going to put that? You'll see. Okay. Obviously, this was the edge of the page where it got cut out from. So he's going right here. This line, straight edge lined up there. Yeah. Now we've got this to cover up and this. So let me find another stamp. Yeah, okay, there's a stamp. I was thinking I'll put that there. Nope, I'm going to put it right here. Perfect. And a flower or something right there. Let me see. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, wait. Sorry. Oh, it's tearing. I'm working on camera. Okay, that was my sister calling me. So I'm back. While you were gone, I added this. It's very small. It says fairy tales, and they're sitting out in the garden reading a book, Mom and Two Little Children. And then I added this bunny. I think I added this stamp right before my phone rang. And I added this pot of ferns right there by the cat. Oh, and I added this. It's tiny. It's some clay pots laying on their sides, surrounded by flowers, with 3 little birds and a little gardening fork, you know, with the prongs. So this is done, and on to the next page. If I can remember how I had this laid out. I got this out of the fairy book. There's a frog with a crown right there. And there's another frog. And toadstools. So that goes there, I believe. And this goes here. And then I cut this out of a magazine. Flowers and a little garden shed. And this mess. It got folded, but we don't care. Just some orange flowers. Oh, and there's a bee. A bee on a... Wow, it looks like it's built a hive right there on a plant. I didn't know they do that. Oh, that's a wasp. Yeah, wasps will build anywhere. Okay, so... Let's get... Wait a minute. Oh, this is not going to go on that page. Okay, let's start gluing. We'll figure this out. Okay, I'm going to glue this. I've had this fairy book for a while, and there's another dead glue stick. Yep, I needed one of them big old water jugs, water bottles. Just fill it, you know, like the 5-gallon, 4-gallon, I don't know how much. I've never used one actually, but like at the old water cooler A big old water jug. I can fill it with these. Just to see how much I use. Okay. Well, I cut this out and I chose the bee with the orange flowers, but this is interesting too. It's got some kind of a bug. That's a wasp. Well, wasp. That's another wasp. But that's something different. Don't usually put wasps in my book. Got a little glue on that page. Okay, then my little piece of scrapbook paper. Rubbing it down good because it's going around that curve. Okay, now we've got this in bloom. Oh, it's in white letters. Dandelion pop-up spreads.